Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Okay. Where am I going? I want to go to this.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
Give me a minute. Sorry, I have to plug in my controller.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as all it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seemed simple. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild...
Well, that's us for sure.
If it proves to be beyond your capabilities...
Okay, so who are we looking...
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Ymara Village. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name. If someone...
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission. And besides, putting up a... In any case...
Alright then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Useless.
We made it to 𝒔𝒚 Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚 made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Hello there. You looking to...
Oh, no, we're
Ah, so you hear about that then. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made... We've pretty much had it up to here and...
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name?
I don't know. I really have no clue.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean... I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer, but we just don't know the specifics. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think.
Alright. Specifics is...
Young guy. In his early 20s, probably. Incredibly kind sort of person. Always willing... I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem near...
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. There aren't many young people like him nowadays.
Could he have just moved away?
No, he's not the type to leave without...
Huh. Alright.
Useless.
It's the guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any with my failing eyesight. I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone heads as the village chief.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle, but,
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No.
It's okay. Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too, and nobody has been able to tell us. Wait, so you're okay? Paimon's gonna.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Yep, sure are.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚, by the way. I grew up here in 𝒔𝒕𝒏 village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you.
Yeah, no need to worry.
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but...
Is this the...
Yep. We used to always... I was surrounded...
Alone?
Everyone has their own problems. Really? Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well... No matter what came my way, he was so thoughtful ever since he disappeared. No, none of those
Wow. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
Oh, right. I didn't know whether that meant they had left... Look at me. The last time I talked come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Time always passed by really slowly.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly trails.
Ow.
The Abyss Order. Uh-oh, we've been spotted!
Shine down! Useless! Here! Lament! Worthless!
Oh.
This is order.
Stray clouds converge! There is no escape! Now you shall perish! Evil conquering! Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to
It was no trouble.
Now they seem agitated.
Well, we should head back and check out the situation in 𝒔𝒚. Wait a second. The person... It's 𝒧𝒧𝒏!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then.
Yep, see you later, Atoa. Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're...
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? The Abyss Order is most certainly...
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the 𝒧𝒧📏 act?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased 𝒧𝒧📏...
Still, the 𝒧𝒧📏 activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should...
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. And you shall have them. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk. Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to 𝒔𝒚 village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased 𝒧𝒧📏 activity. And
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I don't want to say that one, but...
I sense hesitation in your words. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. His name is 𝒧𝒧📏, the Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Shocking.
Your brother?
I'm sorry.
There were 5 of them. The 5 sinners of Khaenri'ah. The wise 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚. The visionary 𝒧𝒧📏. Gold, Rhine-daughter. The foul 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚. And Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhine-daughter is the one who created Albedo. 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚 is Skirk's master.
Sorry.
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother.
Sorry.
They were once people of great
I
esteem in 6 of us.
If you hear me...
Together.
Like,
We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the
I'm very
Venster
quiet.
King from
I don't talk much
continuing
during
to
these.
rock the foundation of the world.
But I've had a busy day. If anyone does want to talk, then I will.
Yet, deep within, the 5 of them, so they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness. Indeed, if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world. Of course, as I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚 and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late.
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes?
Mm-hmm.
My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Wait, then our commission here in 𝒔𝒚 Village?
It's certainly possible.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating. So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. Well, let's go find Dane.
This is such a great place for a vacation.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, a young guy? Early 20s? Serious?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that aren't memories.
Maybe...
No, it wasn't a dream. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first...
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss.
Indeed. And it appears...
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the... I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps your concerns are not entire. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, come with me.
Oh, so you're going to take it?
Of course.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
Gather! I will have order!
Shine down! Torn to oblivion! Seize the skies!
Solidify! Order guide you!
Useless! Disappear!
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Stabilize!
Useless! Foreign!
Inazuma shines eternal!
This is order! Gather!
Evil conquering! Here!
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Stabilize!
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
I will have order.
Disappear! Worthless! Here!
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternally!
Solidify!
Useless!
Stray cloud converge!
Foreign!
There is no escape!
Gather!
Shine down!
We'll conquer it! Foreign! Here!
My god.
Illusion shattered!
Sorry if I'm like, I'm not like doing that. But
Order guide you.
it's been a long day.
Shine down!
Just as I suspected. The false now that they're in the vicinity, we...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that?
Wow, you must be really sensitive.
You too. Do as I say. The Abyss Order is... Just think of it as a way to divide it.
Oh.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You.
You risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, 𝓽𝓲𝓶𝓮. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to 𝒔𝒚 Village and see what's going on. Hey, look at those 𝓚𝓲𝓶𝓮. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? What?
In the new world, at last, such was the price they paid. And
did you hear that? It sounded... Oh, this is weird. Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too. The 𝓚𝓲𝓶𝓮 are calm.
you see, we've reclaimed. Release your tears.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, you sleep well, Father. When you awake, that which differentiates.
It almost sounds like a poem or... Well, now that the 𝓚𝓲𝓶𝓮 are... Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance... Grandpa Medea, is everyone all right? The Abyss...
The Abyss Order? Thank you for your concern.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about...
Someone's gone missing, you say?
Huh? Well, you know, the young guy, that's kind of the whole reason we're here.
Ah, I do apologize. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is.
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Ahmed. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right.
Someone's gone.
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a...
Oh, I know who you're talking.
Really?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from... Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. Yeah, I just...
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he... Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories?
I'm bad at doing this.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're just like what happened with Greater Lord 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚. If we really did travel back to a time before... Time travel is extremely... Just like what happened with Greater Lord... No. If this person only exists in people's...
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in just like how you entered. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. Right. If he's someone who... But didn't Bayron just say that he's... Who knows how long this ley line... Good idea! That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe...
There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those... If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. All the memories seem to be set in or near 𝒔𝒚 village. Maybe not.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean... time? That's the tell of the fake... The implanted memories are basically taking... If the memories included the regular passage of time, like there could be... Oh, that's why he makes...
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Oh, right! That's...
Oh, come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like...
Yep, that has to be it! This is... Yeah, that's where they'll be...
Sorry. I'm like a lot. Nice.
There's a lot of great stuff here. Don't miss out.
No.
So, you see, Granny 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚 was a mercenary when she was younger. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't.
Oh, I think you'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of...
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot. So, I should see what they need.
Another time, huh? Yeah.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Khaenri'ah.
Nope.
No. Born into abject sorrow, You're...
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? This is 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come.
Ooh, pretty. The perfect sis.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, in truth, the person you see before you now... As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories, but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life. I know what you must be. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. 🔕📵 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. I know. Captain 𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚. Twilight Sword, you mean? Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memory, the Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain 𝒕🻬📞. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain �🻬📞 has had the eye inside his body this whole time. His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location. Capitalizing on, he would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain �🻬📞 could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain �🻬📞 failed to notice anything out of the ordinary. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had... I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you. 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist in the face of everything they could. In any case, I had my own... You remember my father, don't you? 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚 form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the 𝒔𝒕𝒐𝒓𝒚s. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, all that's left of my existence is... But now...
Looks like I was too late to see 𝒔𝒕𝒏𝒄 one last time. 𝒔𝒕𝒏𝒄's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible.
Wow.
Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
Ooh, not good.
Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I didn't expect that after everything, he would, were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even the Loom of Fate, huh? Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes. For 500 years, not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Such a flagrant disregard for the rules. And still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the heavenly principles situation. However, the heavenly principles will... Oh, you could say that. Just look at Caribert. He was so pure and single-minded. This, even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Lumine?
You're the only one in this world. There's so much I wanted to... There's just... Why?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? You told me to have a place like that well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to I don't even know how to face... This space has lost its tether. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Caribert gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
So sleepy. Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. And Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind. Let's think for a second. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that... wait. Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party, so there we were. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him, and after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Caribert. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy where...
Seems like everyone thinks Caribert left the village. Paimon didn't see her... doing?
Oh, it's you two. I was part of this. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. He always seems. If Kari Bear wants me to forget about the time we spent together, I relied on him for a lot of things. Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on. I was dumped. Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to come. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we over. And you know, anyway, thanks for.
Well, that should be it. Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened? A picture? Where'd that come from?
I'll end this one and then do another one, because